Why don't we go somewhere? You know, a lot of people learn English because they love to travel. How about you? Whether it's taking a trip through the countryside, a voyage across the sea, or an exotic journey to a foreign land, I think most people just like to go somewhere. Let's dive in.
Welcome to another Happy English podcast coming to you from New York City. And here's your English teacher, Michael.
All right, thank you, John, and thanks, everyone. It's Michael here from Happy English, and I help people speak English better. And this is Happy English Podcast, episode 801. Travel, trip, journey, and voyage. These 4 words can take you from your living room to the ends of the earth and beyond. And if you're wondering how you can use this vocabulary, then you've landed in the right podcast. So, just return to your seat and fasten your seatbelt as we take an adventure into this vocabulary. Our first stop today is travel, which can be used as a verb meaning to go somewhere. You can travel on business or travel for pleasure. Like, Jake often travels to Europe on business. In the 1960s, most Americans liked to travel on vacation by car. What's the best way to travel where you live? By the way, we also use travel as a noun, like you need to have a passport and sometimes a visa for international travel. In countries like France and Japan, domestic travel is made easy by high-speed trains. Oh yeah, I remember in my last job there was a lot of business travel. That was fun, but hectic at the same time. So travel is a verb and a noun. But even though travel is used as a noun, it's not a place. Sometimes I hear English learners say, "Oh, I want to go to travel." But this is not very natural in English. It's better to say, "I want to travel." Or you can go on a trip. The noun trip means going somewhere and then returning. And there are a lot of verbs you can use with trip. You can go on a trip, take a trip, and even have a trip. Like, Joe took a trip to Rome. He loved it. And I'm going on a trip to Japan at the end of this month. That's going to be an adventure for sure. Oh yeah, and my friend Chris is planning a 2-week trip to Central Europe next year. By the way, sometimes I hear English learners say, "I want to go to a trip," but that isn't natural in English. You can say, "I want to go on a trip." And using go on is a pretty common way to speak about travel too. You can go on a trip, go on a business trip, go on a cruise, go on a safari, go on a vacation, and even go on a journey. A journey? I'm glad you asked. A journey is similar to a trip, like taking a journey is, well, going somewhere. But the word journey has the nuance that you'll be traveling for a long amount of time and traveling to some place far away. In the 1880s, a journey on the Orient Express from Paris to Constantinople took around 76 hours. And who can forget the classic 1981 movie, The Raiders of the Lost Ark? That movie took Indiana Jones, played by Harrison Ford, on a journey from Peru to the USA, Nepal, and eventually Egypt. Now, that was a journey, especially the voyage on that pirate ship. And that brings us to voyage. A voyage is like a journey in that it's traveling for a long amount of time and traveling to someplace far away. But the word voyage is basically used when we talk about traveling by sea or in space. You remember the story of the Titanic, don't you? In those days, the voyage from Europe to America took about 5 days. That must have been a tough way to travel, don't you think? And according to modern scientists, the voyage from Earth to the planet Mars would take about 15 months one way. Boy, is that a long commute to work. Keep in mind, the best way to remember English like this, and any other word or phrase in English, is to take that word or phrase, write it in a sentence that's true for you or true in your world, and then memorize your sentences. Did you know you can get more practice using your English when you join my Podcast Learners Study Group? There, you can make new friends, join us for live group lessons every week where we practice these podcast lessons together. Plus, you get access to the PDF transcript and audio download for every Happy English podcast in the past and in the future. And on top of that, each episode has exercises where you can practice this English point with speaking and writing checked by me. To learn more, just visit myhappyenglish.com and choose Podcast Lesson 801. Remember, learning another language is not easy, but it's not impossible. And I'm here to help you on your journey.
This podcast was brought to you by Happy English. Please visit myhappyenglish.com. Show your support for Happy English by leaving us a review. Get English, get happy, Happy English.